So here's our corn. It's about 6 inches tall on the first little plot. I'm going to say 6 to 8 inches tall on the first little plot. 100% germination. It'll need thinned. There's a lot of it that's going to need thinned. So it looks really good. This is from James and Karen. And I'll keep you guys updated on this corn and growing this corn. Now later last week they planted this lower plot too. So, and then there's some eggplant and some other stuff planted too down there. But this is actually planted last week, like Friday, so it's about 3 days old, and I already see corn coming up in there too. Just a little plot, and then that distant one is eggplant, the distant plot, and then we have the watermelon and the cantaloupe up yonder. Welcome to the farm again, guys. We're back at her. I've been gone for probably, I don't even know, between 4 to 5 days. So the crews have been working over here on their own, so we'll do a walkabout and see what they accomplished. They're watering now. So far the pumps haven't came in. We got 2 more pumps coming in Friday, and we should have enough solar by Saturday to do a hookup on the water system. We'll get the 2,000 liter tank Friday, Saturday, and pack it up the hill, and we should be all hooked up by Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, so these guys don't have to pack water by buckets and string poly pipe all over to water. So let's take a walk about and see what we got, guys. So they actually I tell them to put bases on everything. They put bases on this whole row, which is worthless. So there's one mistake, but it's not, I'm not going to hold it against them. So let's take a walk up here. I'm really curious to how the Cobra King forest came out, because that's our new poles. We brought steel in to grid this section here so we can grid. He's got I think 15 more poles, and then he has every one of the poles in plot A. This is plot A, done up to 6 feet. You got 15 left, Jerson? Mm-hmm. So he's got that row. So he's got 15 left, and then he's all the way done. So this is plot A, guys. So you know this grid. This was the first plot we did, and it'll be completely finished once they're stuffed. And then this is plot B. Here, them look really good with the coconut bases. And there's Jessica watering. So we're gonna take a gander, y'all. I say gander. We're gonna take a hike or a trek or whatever language you speak. I always joke around with the different languages because I know bits and pieces about every language. Someone asked me how many languages I speak. I speak all of them, but it's just, you know, bits and pieces of all of them. So we even did grid on this here. I see, you see the poles there on the lower half, even on a side hill. This is the Cobra King forest. We might run into them, hopefully not. They did some burning here. So see, they even got it, but we can tie this grid here, you know, in with this tree. So yeah, it's pretty safe. It won't fall over. And I'll put a couple, maybe 3 braces going down so it won't lean when the poles get loaded when they're mature. So we're gonna go up here. These are the latest and greatest. This is gonna be kind of the prize plot right here. So these are the fatties, the 16s, and they need concrete. Everything needs concrete, so you know. But they got the big wide 16-inch, you know, circumference, so you can put 3 plants. This is truly what I'd recommend, you know, on that. That's going to be a big, push. That there. See how high they put them? It should be okay with these 3 as brace posts. this should be okay because we can just tie it in and it should hold it even when it gets low. This needs, you see how sheltered this is. This is really good for the hot season, but come rainy season, we're gonna have to thin some of this out because it's just a little bit too sheltered. So I really emphasize, guys, 50% sun filtration. I thought that was a snake right there. Look at that. That root looks just like a snake. Scared the shit out of me. So yeah, we're looking here. So we're gonna go hit this way. So this is the cobra forest, and they burnt some, looks like they burnt some cobras out of here. That fig tree probably dying now. It might make it, but it looks like they really did a burn there on a stump or something. These cobras really like the holes. This looks really good. I'm pretty happy with this. Somebody's shoe right there. Of course I can't see either because we got a cloudy day, so, but these are gonna be good. This is gonna be I think this will be one of the top, as far as productful. I think this one will be one of the top production areas, this little plateau. And this was a slide from all the moisture in the hill. This whole, they call it a mountain, I call it a hill, but it's full of water. So, yeah. So we do have 500 in the ground right now. So, we have met the beginning of our first goal, and plot A is done. Now we only made it to E, so it took A, B, C, D, E to make 500 poles. So there's A plot, B plot, C plot, D plot, E plot. So there's no F Zaldi plot. It's still bare down there, no poles. So we will gain on that. I see a beautiful fig tree down there, guys. The figs are getting ripe and turning. These are wild figs. I was told that they weren't edible, but they may be. I have not researched yet, but I will. And then Billy's on the bolo chopping coconut husks. Yeah, she's got most of these bases done. There's only one row right there to do. One more row of bases on plot B. Now this is plot B from A that's got the grid on top of it. All this here is plot B. So you know, I got a schematic. I'll show you my schematic. And then all this is done. This is perfect. Very good, very good. There's a high pole there. I see one high one in that. But for the most part, it looks really good. All this is filled. Now these are the smaller poles with that hold 2 plants. I think there's a 6 or I think it's like a 9 or a 10 right there. So it's a 9-inch circumference, where I went with a 16 for 3. But yeah, I see this beautiful fig tree down here with figs ripening, and I don't know if I'm gonna have to research. If you guys know, I know I did get a comment that, yeah, of course you can eat them figs. Well, I was told you could not. So if anybody knows, these are supposedly wild figs, and we got lots of them, and they're getting ripe. I don't know. See that? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Fig tree. Look at them all. Millions of them. Well, not millions, but tens of thousands. Some bananas. So, and then we went down here. So all the poles are in, guys. 500. And then Athens watering. I don't know what they're doing right now, but we gotta water continuously because of the heat. Billy's chopping. Got quite a mountain Boy, they use it up fast though, very fast. We're gonna go down here. This is the one of concern. Here we might have to remove some of these. Not so much this side because this is the sunny side in the morning, so these should be okay on this side here because it's the morning sun and they can have morning sun. Just remember guys, 50, 50, 50. So this is what I'm concerned about. So when that sun gets here, I'm almost sure this row's gonna have to come out, you know, up to right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 posts have to come out. And then I'll have to study. These look good though. I believe there's 60 in here. This is okay because this is morning sun. I would go ahead and take out these 3. 1, 2, 3. These 3 come out, so we got 8. We got to move 8 total. They're in the, but I wasn't here, so I can't say, well, guys, why'd you do that? Because they don't understand. And Billy's chopping away. So 500 pole goal met in the ground. We are working on concreting and finishing them. And plot A is complete. I just thought I saw a cobra move here. I don't see him now. This is a cobra tree, known for cobra. I just caught it with my perfume. Like I said, they put these bases on, and this whole row's got to come out of here. It's too sunny in the hot season. Now my worker's like, well, we can plant them in the rainy season. Well, yeah, and then they're going to die back in the sunny season. It's no sense of even dealing with this row. Take it out, and then you use this for a brace post down to your pole. You can leave so many poles in to hold the grid up, and you can plant bitter melon, or you could do like a grid on this, bitter melon, whatever you want to put on there. String green beans in between the poles, whatever, any kind of viney, climby, full sun plant. You're okay. But see, you can see I took all these off of here and put them in the nursery already. But we'll probably leave it up, and then I'll just brace, from here, from this to the lower one as an H brace, like a fence, and then it'll help hold this grid up stronger. And I'll do like every 3rd pole. So I'll just put a bracing system in here. Now you guys always say, well, can you do the nets? Can you do the nets? Yes, you can do the nets here, but in Villiaba, it's so disastrous weather that they would just blow down and shred, because we use them at the house and they just end up shredding. So they're watering right along. A lot of the job here during these 3 months of hot season are just water, and it's almost like a waste of time and money, but the payoff is 30 times full for what you invest. It's just astronomical, guys. My sister and I talked about it. Well, why you putting so much money into these farms? And I just said, man, if I stay home and I sit there, I get so depressed, sitting on that balcony. I've been on there 3 years, and I get sicker and sicker, and I get worse and worse, and bad things happen. So I just soon keep moving and stay out of that depression rut. It's really about getting old, and I know I'm not that old. There's guys out there way much older than me, but they stay moving, stay alive, retire and die. I always tell people never retire, ever. And I know I'm maybe 30% of what I used to be, but even at that, if I slow down, in comes the depression, in comes the mind starts working too much, you start thinking too much, you gotta keep moving, man. I don't care if you're 40 or you're 80, keep moving, man, and stay happy. You got the rest of your life to worry about, to sleep and relax and retire, you know. Drink wine with the good Lord, man. You guys stay busy here and you'll stay happy on the earth. So we got Big Daddy-O over here tonight. What brings you on this side, kiddo? There he goes. We call him the Big Daddy, or one of them. Can't really see. There he goes. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, he's a big one. We got like 15 of them big ones.